Hello, good morning. We are on December 10th. So let's look at some of the important news. So, black box recovered. So, every time some accidents happens, you have to look for the black box to get the information of what happened. So, what is black box in this context? Please understand that. Not much of news today though. Bird flu. What is bird flu? Identify that. Climate perspective. Who gets alert in Alappuzha? That's fine. Then Chamundi Hills. Understand the location. It's near where? It's near Mysore. बाकी तो routine news. Tragic loss. India must realize plan for genuine tri-service operation capabilities. Now, this might be a situation, not the best situation, but you should look at what CDS is. Chief of Defence Staff. What and aim of the CDS? Powers and responsibilities. Issues involved and effectiveness. If there is any way forward. Models of CDS like institution from the world. So do that much for CDS. The last part of the answer, the editorial, there's given like and the care and number of targets, all those things are given, so we can go through that also. Go through this paragraph too. Micron shadow. RBI may need to act. So this talks about the need for RBI policies in the light of the slowdown in the economy. So look into that. What is monetary policy committee? We have seen that. Once again, have a look at it, and it's basically more about inflation and how you manage it. Inflation, its relationship with growth, all those things, right? So please look into it. There's an inflation expectation survey of household done by RBI. So this is not by CSO, which constructs the CPI, but by RBI. So make sure you know that separately, because usually whenever we see about inflation, you have a tendency to go towards CSO, not CSO, but RBI. Then GS2, we have children and schooling in the post-COVID-19 era. So decent article. Go through the different facts. There is concerns addressed. There is recovery plan, shifting of children, insightful report, everything is there. So I think this is an important topic. This year or the next year or the year after that, sometime UPC would ask something like this. The schooling, the impact of education sector from COVID, or how we can fix the impact of COVID on education sector. So some of those kind of questions would be there. So it's better to plan now and study from now onwards. Right, do that. Black box again. More cyclones in Arabian Sea recently, Minister told Rajya Sabha. So understand the details of it. So the basic explanation he has given is that Arabian Sea cyclones in Anakudi, but the cyclones are that much of increase in number is not affecting India's west coast proportionally. More are moving towards the Gulf countries or the West Asia. And as far as India's eastern coast is concerned, it is highly vulnerable. Okay, so see that. No peace with Upsc, NSC and IM. So one of the insurgent group in Northeast is NSC and IM. What is the places of Worship Act? Please look into it. Although much of that will not be asked in mains, chances are very less. It's very controversial, but Just see, just understand what that is. Now what is 0 over? You have that in Lakshmikant, right? Lakshmikant. Read Lakshmikant again, parliamentary. No, you should read parliament related topics from Lakshmikant. Very important these days. Take this news as a cue to revise that properly. Suicides in India. So you can consider this under GS1 or GS2. Okay, maybe the society or the social justice part. So read slightly, make a note, small note, like 1 page note, not more than that. These are not the topics which are that hugely important. But sometimes UPSC can pull off something from the sides. So in that case, you must be able to write something. So a very small note. The democracy summit. So few details are given. Please understand that this is for prelims, and obviously a dimension for you to write in IR, especially with respect to India, China, all that conundrums. Retail inflation, read on retail inflation, all kind of things, basic economic understanding of inflation, how inflation is related to what growth, employment, inclusive development, how all these are related. Read that. Now what is CES, special economic zone? Just for now, just read that. We need to prepare a full-on note on CES, that is important. TVS Motor boosting to Central American reach, an example of Indian companies going international. You can cite that somewhere. Then what is the diplomatic Olympic boycott? Not a very important one, but just a news that maybe prelims will ചോദിച്ചേക്കാം എന്താണ് സംഭവം, അതിൽ കൂടുതൽ പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ ഇല്ല. But again, you can mention this as in IR, some of the dimensions in which areas in which the conflict is breaking out between China and USA. Now the citizenship question in Constituent Assembly. I don't think this would be an article that will have much of mains use. This is more of a constitutional study, but for the purpose of our total understanding, please go through this, read that. The OTT proliferation, not much important. You can maybe just look into the gist. See what is OTT, that's it. In science and technology type of questions, sometimes you can see what is OTT. Just read that, that's all. And an article on Ken Betua interlink. It's morely a critical angle, environmental concern, cost and benefit. Okay, so do that. അത്രയും ചെയ്താൽ മതി. ഇന്നലത്തെ നോട്ടിൻ്റെ കൂടെ അഡീഷൻ ആകാം. ഇന്നലെ നമ്മൾ ബ്രീഫ് പോസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തായിരുന്നല്ലോ ചാനലിൽ, ടെലിഗ്രാം ചാനലിൽ. സോ പ്ലീസ് ഡു ദാറ്റ്. അത്രയും കാര്യങ്ങളേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഹാവ് എ ഗുഡ് ഡേ.